what is the most hardest part of your PhD, not technically, professionally and personally?
So in PhD, we don't have requirement actually, but actually we have some kind of requirement of publishing. When you submit a paper and it doesn't get published or it gets rejected multiple times, then it is very demotivating.
Do you have any message, like, because these are some core conferences, one of the top conferences in the world where you publish your research, do you have any message for the viewers, like what they should do to target these conferences?
I think I started also with the very normal conferences, not like very A-star conferences. So only this became possible because of the mentors. So if you have someone, a good mentor who maybe have a paper in CVPR or something like that. In bachelor's, my plan was be a like conventional software engineer kind of thing. It was not planned like to go into the AI specifically. There were multiple impacts, like for missing child application, it was a live application on Google Play Store, like you can download and like you can use that application. Similar, like car theft, we were planning to deploy to some societies, private societies. So for example, if your car is coming, so it will record the number plate, color, model, everything. Tell people about AI, they think like AI will take over their jobs and like they will be redundant or something, but actually it is not the case. Even for AI, you need some person, some supervision.
What you did in your PhD, and they have no clue about AI. How would you explain your contributions and what you have done?
So so my AI, my PhD was basically based on explainable AI. So explainable AI is simply, if you simple word, it's like if a decision is made, what are the reasons? My job is to find the reasons why the decision was made.
So welcome everyone to the next episode of this podcast, and today with me I have Mohsin Ali, who's our current KTP associate and AI data scientist within a company called Unisurge. Mohsin is also my ex-PhD student. So Mohsin, welcome to this podcast.
Thank you.
And today we will have some conversation around your journey, your achievements and what you have learned. So it will be a take-home message for the audience who are watching this. So Mohsin, can we have a gentle introduction of yours, please?
So yeah, I have done masters in computer science, then I did PhD from University of Essex under your supervision. So my PhD was about explainable AI in computer vision and mostly focused on vision transformer, which is the like latest computer vision models.
Okay. So, and where you did your masters?
So I did masters back in Pakistan.
Which university?
Like it was a University of FAST, and like there I also worked as a research assistant, then associate, and then I got team lead, but unfortunately like I have to come here for the PhD.
Fine. Okay. So if I ask you what your background like for example, where you were born, where you grew up, and how was your school and experience about that?
Yeah, so I was born in Karachi. Then I did my all the schooling, intermediate all in Karachi, and then a bachelor's also same in Karachi in computer science, and then masters also. It was a like good university from Karachi, FAST, and then I did my master's from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So Mohsin, if I would say, if you would like to introduce yourself, and you don't have to consider your job. For example, you're working as a data scientist. You don't have to consider that. Who you are, what you do, and what you solve.
So I'm a person that likes to see the things under the hood. For example, if there is a for example, there is a LCD or something. So I want to see like what is the mechanism behind it. If like how the pixels are transformed into multiple colors and these kinds of things. So I am enthusiastic about the underhood working of the things.
Okay, so it's more engineering approach.
Yeah.
So more like digging the problem and see how it's work.
So it's always like better to understand the things in basics, how things on the foundation are working, so you can develop better things on the top.
Great.
Yeah.
So now let's say take us back to Pakistan, and like for example, how you came into computer science and then AI. So
Okay.
what is your journey?
So yeah, so I got my first computer when I was like, I did not got, but I used the first computer of my uncle's when I was in class 1. So that time there was floppy disk and like DOS system. Okay, so I used that, and then slowly CDs came, and then I got like Windows 98. And I think class 6 or 7 I got my first computer. And mostly the journey started with the video games. So I started to play video games and these kind of things. Then in I think 9th class there was a course like about computer science, and in that they teach GW Basic, which was at that time a programming language. So I learned about flowcharts and in these kind of things. So it made me interested in computer science. In computer vision, it is a bit different. So when I started my master's, I was not doing a job. Okay, so there was a new research lab coming into the FAST. It was called Video Surveillance Lab. It was 100% based on computer vision. So the person who was the PI and also the director of FAST, I asked him like, can you give me some job in that? So he asked for giving the interview. In the first interview question, there was the question, what is computer vision? And I could not answer that question because I don't know anything about computer vision at that time. For me at that time, AI was basic like Turing test and these kind of things. I don't know about computer vision or anything. Yeah, I did not get that job. Then the person, Dr. Atif Tahir, offered me a studentship in that lab. He said that we can't give you that position, but we can offer you studentship if you are okay with that. I say, yeah, of course, like I'm fine with that. And I started as a studentship. Then after like, and it was very cooperative environment there. Like the PI also asked her, like he knows I don't know much about computer vision. So he asked me to learn about computer vision and implement computer vision. There was no pressure to deliver something or something. He gave us very open environment. And because of that, I built some projects. He likes that project, and then I was promoted to research assistant in that same lab, then associate, and finally team lead was also, I was given offer, but I got the offer from here as a PhD.
Good.
Yeah.
So becoming an AI researcher, as you have said, it happened accidentally. You have no knowledge of computer vision. So, but you said that you were interested in Turing test and AI and how AI works. So, what that you planned during your bachelorship, or it came by an accident?
No, in bachelor's, my plan was be a like conventional software engineer kind of thing. It was not planned like to go into the AI specifically. But and at that time, like 2016, 17, like 16, 15, AI was not that much popular also. So I don't think so like anyone much was thinking about AI in Pakistan at that time.
At that time.
Yeah.
And that was back in 2022.
Yeah, no, I started studentship at 2019.
2019. That means there was no such boom.
Yeah,
Deep learning was developing.
Yeah,
algorithms were
our lab was a cutting edge lab at that time in Pakistan.
Okay, so before coming to the UK, as you have said, you were in the lab in FAST, right? And so what type of projects you used to do there in that lab?
So that lab was funded by the government of Pakistan, Planning Commission of Pakistan. So we were given the projects like to solve some civilian kind of problems. Like for example, we were given a project called car theft surveillance, then missing child. So we have to do some face recognition on that. And then like these kind of anomaly detection, like these kind of projects were allotted to us. And our goal was to make that project complete and sustainable so we can sell to civilians and then also the objective was to sell the projects and get some funding from the civil side.
Okay, and that was, as you said, it was in 2019 and around 2020. What type of algorithms you were using that time? Like, because we are currently have very advanced algorithms.
Yeah, so that time there were CNNs basically, and like for object detection and these kinds of stuff, the YOLO was there, but it was just starting. Yeah, and like there were also other conventional models like which were not deep learning models. They were there. We used that also.
Okay. And once you completed those projects, for example, car theft, child surveillance, have you measured any impact, like because you developed that and then it was deployed maybe? So have you measured any impact, that how it was used and what impact it created in the society?
Yeah, there were multiple impacts. Like for a missing child application, it was it was a live application on Google Play Store. Like you can download and like you can use that application. Similar like car theft, we were planning to deploy to some societies, private societies. So for example, if your car is coming, so it will record the number plate, color, model, everything, and like it can trace like when you entered the society, when you left the society, so these kind of. But there were also other impacts, like for example, all the people, we were doing a good research there, all the people who were in founding people who were there, currently no one is in Pakistan. Everyone is like, someone is in Norway, someone is like in South Korea, Saudi, I am here, like 2-3 people.
Why? Like, so that was my follow-up question, that like, you guys put the stepping stone,
Yeah.
you established that lab, and then what made you leave, how you decided to leave Pakistan and come to the...
Mostly about like because we mostly all of us were the master students and some were bachelor students. So who were the bachelor student try to go for the master, get the better opportunities, and who were the master student, they want to do more research. And like it was a very open environment also, like PI also cooperate. Like usually you will think that PI will think that people should stay, but he was very cooperative. He let us explore the world.
So bringing more diversity
Yeah,
into the lab.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And like, then why University of Essex? Like, because you made a move, you applied to studentships. Why University of Essex?
So before University of Essex, like I want to go come to UK because I have visited UK 2 times before also, before coming for PhD. And there are lots of relatives and the friends are living already here, so it is easy to integrate into the UK. Then University of Essex, so I have so fortunately I only applied for the PhD in University of Essex and I got the scholarship. So that was the main driver to come to the Essex.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you are in Essex. What type of environment you found here? And how it was different from Pakistan? It provided you an opportunity to do your research independently under our supervision.
Yeah.
So, what you found different?
So in Pakistan also, in Pakistan we follow the US model. Yeah. So in there you have to do study, you have to pass some courses, and then you have to do some research. But in UK it is a bit different. You have to 100% focus on the research. So that is a different, and I think that works for PhD. Yeah.
Okay. Now imagine you went back to Pakistan for a trip, right? And your grandmother or grandfather or any relative who are above 60 want to ask you what you did in your PhD, and they have no clue about AI. How would you explain your contributions and what you have done?
So so my AI, my PhD was basically based on explainable AI. So explainable AI is simply, if you simple word, it's like if a decision is made, what are the reasons? My job is to find the reasons why the decision was made. So if you, for the simple thing, but for example, if it is a medical care, healthcare, so if X-ray is told by AI that it is a fracture, so you should either say that what are the reasons of the fracture, like why you are saying that this is fracture, or you should mark the pixels. Okay, these are the pixels that are making the model think it is a fracture. But in simple words, it's like why the decision was made.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay. And as you said, you worked on explainable AI, but you worked on theoretical contributions as well, such as developing novel algorithms.
Yeah.
You worked on vision transformers. You worked on solving problems, how these vision transformers can be trained on a small data set.
Yes.
Why do you think this small data set in medical imaging is a big challenge?
Because first of all, medical data is not like a natural imaging data. It is very costly to collect the medical data, and there is also some you will find lots of false examples and some true examples. For example, you will find lots of patients who don't have cancer, but you will find very few patients who have cancer. So first of all, if you train a model, it will become biased towards it will classify all the people saying that it's not cancer. But so that's why to train a model on a small data set is a very challenging task, and
especially in medical imaging.
Yeah.
Because you worked and although you worked on some open data sets, but you have seen my collaborators who work on these medical imaging problem, and spending time on this data annotation, labeling it. And so do you think this is one of the challenges as well, that data labeling is too costly, and there are so many basically ethics behind sharing the data if it is coming from different country, different lab? So do you think these are also some challenges?
Of course. Like for example, there are the medical domain is very challenging domain. So there are multiple problems. First of all, as you said, that data labeling, then sharing the data, because it's a person's data. You don't. First of all, they have to agree that they want to share the data. Then government or law should allow us to share the data. Then the problem is the data, how it is collected, because every camera is different, like in the equipment is different, that makes a noise also in the data. So there are multiple challenges in medical data. Medical data is, I think, most challenging data.
Okay, we as you said, we hear a lot about explainable AI.
Yeah.
And people want to develop these explainable AI model. Imagine a model having 95 or 99% accuracy. It's detecting correct cancerous case or any case which is binary, like for example. Do you think in healthcare industry, having a model which is having 99% accuracy is hard to believe on that, and adding an explainability layer gives trust?
Yeah, so the problem is not about like model is 99% accurate. Even the model is 99% accurate, if no one is adopting it. For example, if you ask a patient, do you want to be examined by a doctor, expert doctor, or do you want to be examined by AI? Of course, they will go for expert doctor. So thing is about adaptability also. It's not only like accuracy. So we have because if models say it is a cancer and we don't know any information, that's no use, even it is 100% accurate. But for the doctor, if he says that it is cancer, then he can do more further diagnosis because it is explainable. He can see that this is a reason why he is saying that.
And behind this research, you published a lot of papers. You published in CVPR, you published in Dicta, you published in AI Stat. Do you have any message, like, because these are some core conferences, one of the top conferences in the world where you published your research. Do you have any message for the viewers, like what they should do to target these conferences?
I think I started also with the very normal conferences, not like very A-star conferences. So only this became possible because of the mentors. So if you have someone, a good mentor who maybe have a paper in CVPR or something like that, he can guide you the requirement, because it's not like you can't publish. You can publish, but you have to fulfill the requirements of the conference. If it is a A-star conference, of course the requirements are high. You have to do more robust experiments. You have to show your model is more robust. You have to do multiple evaluation studies also. So if you do all that, and if you have a mentor, he can explain you how to do step by step, and then you can publish. It's not.
Imagine a new PhD student comes, and I made you mentor, right? What would you say, and how would you make that PhD student to start his journey?
Okay.
Like first five steps, what do you say that the target is to publish in CVPR or these type of conferences?
So according to me, like in PhD, you should or read one paper at least one day, and like if you work 5 days also, and if you work 5 hours also, you can do it like in CVPR or anywhere. You have to just be consistent. If you be consistent and you focus in that 5 hours, and if you read one paper, you understand one paper. If you are not able to understand also, next day you come, you consistent, don't give up. If you don't give up, you will do it.
Do you think vibe coding will help students now to even do better? Because I remember my time when I used to write all the codes by myself, right? Even when I was doing my PhD, there was no help available. Even if you search Stack Overflow and these type of packages, you hardly get any implemented function. So I have to write all the function. Even when I was doing my PhD, we used to code in Simulink, which is a MATLAB environment where you basically build a kind of a model which can connect with your real world system and you can gather the data. So we used to write even those Simulink functions as well. But nowadays you see this vibe coding, you just talk to that, write a correct prompt and you get the things done. Do you think this is an advantage or people are losing their basic information?
I think it is both. If you use it correctly, for example, if you ask the AI to build an application, then this is not a correct way to do it. For example, if you ask a AI to write a function with 3 parameters which do these 3 things, then it is fine. But if you are asking a AI to build a whole complete experiment or something, I think like it will hallucinate and it will do something wrong, and then after doing lots of experiment you will find out the good way was if you do bit by bit, you will fully understand the picture and you will be more confident on your model than like vibe coding, I think.
Okay, now coming back to your PhD again, what is the most hardest part of your PhD, not technically, professionally and personally?
So in PhD, we don't have requirement actually, but actually we have some kind of requirement of publishing. When you submit a paper and it doesn't get published or it gets rejected multiple times, then it is very demotivating. But that is also the part where it is like a test. Like if you give up, then you have to leave it. Otherwise, if you try to do it like consistently, you will do it. So the part when the papers were rejected in the start, that was like a challenging part. Other than that, it's fine.
It was fine, okay. But for me, I believe getting a rejection of a paper is also good, because if you're submitting in the top venue, you are getting good comments from the reviewers, and which makes your paper even stronger for the second round where you submit. So for me, rejection is not a problem. If you have a good idea, you are implemented well, although somebody cannot appreciate it, but it's
fine. It's fine. I'm saying like in the start, when you are not like mature enough, when you get the rejection, you get a bit demotivated. But now it is fine. If I build something and it is being rejected, it's fine.
Was there a point at your PhD that you think that it's not working? And
I don't think so. There was any point that it was not working, but like there were some challenging times, some fun times, some like good times like these. But it's not like it was not a time that
because sometimes people are away from family. And you are into new country. Experiments are not working, the results you are expected are not coming, so sometimes it's become demotivating. So you said you have managed it successfully.
I managed it because every weekend I go to London, so I managed it.
Okay, looking back to your PhD, if I ask you to correct one mistake you have done, what it was?
Okay, so I would more read the papers. So in the start, I was jumping into experiments. First of all, I get the idea. I jump straight to the experiments, try to implement that idea. The better approach would be, even if you get the idea, read the papers in that like relevant field multiple times and like good venues from, and you will maybe improve your idea, or you will find out already someone have already implemented this idea, and then you can do some improvisation in that idea. I think that is a good approach rather than jumping into experiments.
And what you did particularly well, which you are proud of in your PhD?
So usually when I meet PhD students, I ask them how much budget they have, almost everyone have full, like they don't spend their budget. Overspend the budget. I spent whole of my budget and took also budget from the school and then spent that also. So I have been to multiple countries, multiple conferences, multiple summer schools. So I think that socializing is also important.
And I believe you attended BMBA twice.
Yeah, BMBA I attended twice.
Attended twice,
Yeah.
And that was, you said that was one of the fantastic experience for you.
Best, like I think in computer vision it is the best, like summer school in UK.
And looking back to your profile, you was PhD student, you were a research assistant, you did some job in BLG DHRC center as well. You worked on governance, you worked on policy, you hopped around here there during your PhD. Definitely you need to basically sustain yourself. Do you think it helped you?
Yeah, I think it helped, because like rather than going for, like I'm not saying like you should not do part-time job which are like non-technical. You should do it if you are not finding any technical job. You should do any part-time job, because you have to live in UK. You have to
sustain
pay the rent. So, but fortunately I found some technical jobs, and it also helped me, because most of my back-end experience comes from industry rather than academia. So, and it helped a lot. Like the things you will learn in like academia in like 1-2 years, you can easily learn in 2-3 months doing a industry project.
And how these jobs helped you post PhD in securing a job?
Yeah, so currently also I am mostly working in backend. So backend is all the things I have learned is from, as I said, from industry. So these jobs were mostly industry jobs. So yeah, it helped a lot. Yeah.
Okay. And if I see like current PhD students in Essex, in the UK and globally, they focus on publishing.
Okay. Yeah.
And they sometimes lack in industry collaboration or gaining those industry experience. You move to industry, but do you have any message for them that apart from publication, what other areas they should focus on?
Yes. So yeah, I know some like it depends. Like some people are research focused and they publish a very good papers, and that is also important, because that is why we are here, like to do the PhD, to do the research and publish the papers. So that is also important. But if you get a chance to get into the industry, even for a part-time role, it is a good experience. Like you will learn about reliability. For example, in research, we don't think much about reliability of a model. In industry, of course, it is a high stake, commercially. So you have to think about reliability, how you will sell that product and everything. So it is very good experience.
Okay, fine. When you entered into this industry role as a knowledge transfer partnership, as an AI data scientist in Unisurge, what helped you the most from your past? Your problem solving things, your dedication during your PhD, or the different types of job you did within the campus, which helped you the most?
Okay. So I think currently the project I am doing, the most important thing is a problem solving skill. So it is not like a straight path, or like it is not like a book like you can read and you can solve that problem. It is a novel problem. So you have to think novel also, and also you should have some engineering skill or something like that, so you can solve that problem. So that is, I think, problem solving skill is the most important.
Okay. And after finishing your PhD, you directly moved to a knowledge transfer partnership project.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people don't know what this knowledge transfer partnership is. So can you explain what this knowledge transfer partnership is?
So basically it is a collaboration between academia and industry. So the industry which is working very well on like maybe selling products or something, and they want to evolve towards AI, but they don't have any expertise in AI. So knowledge KTP allow the industry to collaborate with academia and develop the AI skills.
And during this collaboration, we hire definitely these
KTP
associates who will be doing this job. Right. Okay. So what attracted you joining Unisurge apart from any other positions such as postdocs or going to core industries such as Google or these type of places?
Yeah. So there were two options after the PhD. One is to go to the industry and one is to like do the postdoc. So I want a break kind of thing from the like research and try to do implementation. So that's why I went to the industry. And in KTP, you get an option, like for example, if you even work for a big organization, you will not get an option to fully control the project. You will be given a small part or
Components
API.
to, yeah.
You have to work on that. That is your job and done. But in this KTP, I am like building the whole project. So I have experience from the front end to the back end to a database to AI. Everything I am controlling. So that is a very good
And you are
experience.
bringing a digital and AI transformation within the company, so the business can be more profitable and making a more impact in the society.
Yes.
Great. And for example, without relieving a commercial sensitive information of your company, if I ask you to explain your project, what it is?
So basically it is a inventory management system, so which have three parts. One is like replenishment management system, one is transport management system, one is warehouse management system. So these three systems are there. We are trying to introduce AI, some sort of AI inside it, and make it as smart.
Make it smart so that it can take a decision, it can make forecasting, it can be, yep, that makes sense. Okay. So in academia, you know, as I have said previously as well, that we focus on publishing high impact research papers, but in industry you are there to solve a problem, right? And that's what you get paid for. So for you, do you think your skills help you in solving that impact?
So as you said, that academia is a bit different from industry. In academia, we don't think about like life of a project. For example, if it is a FYP or if it is a thesis, you will be focused, the lifespan of that will be 1 month until you show to the supervisor and he accept it, that is finished. But the industry projects are different. They have to be reliable, they have to be, it should be maintainable and it should be scalable. So for example, it will be used for hundreds of users and it should be maintainable, like for maybe for after 2 years some new like programmer or software engineer comes, he can see the code and he can maintain it properly also. So so my skills, some of the backend skills are from industry, so I know how to make this maintainable and scalable, so that helps a lot.
And what type of problem you are facing, challenges you are facing within the company? For example, you build AI, but people don't understand how to use it. People get fear that if this AI will be built, my job will be lost. Right? So do you see these type of fear and some challenges in the company? And how you are solving it?
So that is true. Like when you tell people about AI, they think like AI will take over their jobs and like they will be redundant or something. But actually it is not the case. Even for AI, you need some person, some supervision to be there. Still till now, you need a supervision. It's not 100% like you will, because when you have to do some accountability, you can't say that because of this model, I made the decision and like, it is not like that. You have to make someone accountable. For making someone accountable, you have to require a person.
Okay. And imagine you are trying to bring that AI and digital transformation within the company. And the existing members of the company are not supporting it. How would you approach higher management or even how you're going to solve that problem? Have you given any thought about it?
So for my case, it is very easy because they are very supportive. But if they are not supportive, actually higher management is not like they are not supported. They are not understanding your like what problem you are solving and how you are solving and how commercially it will impact you. Because at the end, in industry, they need some commercial impact, not like just like academic impact. So if you explain the higher management, okay, this is a problem we are solving, and if we solve this problem, we will be saving like 100 hours of the staff, and we can use this 100 hours of the staff in this some other task. So definitely they will help you because they also want some commercial impact. So I don't think so they will not help you. But only thing is you have to explain them properly and like tell them how it will commercially impact their like company.
Okay. Imagine somebody wants to become an AI data scientist or a data scientist. What 3 skills do you believe is the most important skills for
Okay.
anyone?
Okay. I think same, like you should be like, for me also, like I start some like courses or something, and I because of other work I leave those courses. So it should not be like that. It should be like you should be consistent on one course, focus on it, and then you can also develop social community. I have seen that AI or data science or PhD student, they lack in engaging in the community. For example, there are like pages, like in LinkedIn you can find pages, you can find on Reddit or somewhere. So you can join that community and you can be active in that community. You can then see what is happening in the world, what are the latest models, what are the like what the people are doing, and then you will get more ideas. And I think that is, and they are very helpful also. So if you are a new person, you can join that community and be active in the community, and slowly you will learn.
Great.
Yeah.
How important software engineering is
Mhm.
for the people who are working in AI?
Mhm.
Because I can see in your project, you are an AI scientist, although you are also involved in software development.
Yeah.
So do you think the knowledge of software development lifecycle and the theory behind software development, testing, and the whole water model pipeline and water flow model pipeline and different type of SDLCs, do you think these make some difference for an AI engineer to understand and learn?
No, I think they are very important. Like for example, even nowadays people are thinking like we have vibe coding or like these kind of thing. Still they exist. Software engineering is a proper skill you should learn, and you should focus on that, because you can AI model will not do software engineering for you. It can write a code, but for engineering purpose you have to agent to give you a code properly. So you have to explain the problem properly. To convert the business problem to a software problem, you should have a software engineering skill to convert that problem. If you can't convert that problem also, you will not, even you use vibe coding, you will not get a proper like program or something like that.
Okay. With generative AI in the picture, and everyone is using in coding and developing these models, what skills do you think these agents or these coding agents cannot bring or cannot replace human? Do you think is there anything which they can't do?
Yeah, of course there are like multiple things they can't do, but like most important is like I told you, like engineering problem. For example, if there is some business problem, AI don't know what kind of business you are running. Every business is a unique business. Okay, so you can't put a model of some other business in your business. So you have to do some tweaking, some tuning to convert that. To convert that model to your business, you need a proper software engineering skills. And until that, if you don't do that, you can do it, but it will not be proper. Like it will not work in real world.
Okay. And imagine that you are going to start your master's again, although you completed your PhD. What tips and advice would you like to give to the master's students? Because you hardly see now that people are interested in PhD, although there are those who want to make theoretical contribution and do a real research. But master's students are much more keen into doing masters and going into the industry or starting their own startups. So do you have any message for them?
So I think the important thing is like for the master's student is like they should ship small products in public. For example, they can have their own GitHub repo. They should slowly build their GitHub repo, like small push, like a small project, 1 week, 2 week project, push it, put the post on LinkedIn or somewhere, and ask the public review. Because you think like it is a perfect product, but when you get the critical public review, it make you it is like also demotivating. Someone will say that okay, this is not good, this is not good. So but you have now the knowledge, the next time when you will make the same product, you will make better. you will know that how the public react. So I think that is very important, like pushing or shipping the products in public. It's very important.
It's very important,
Yeah.
according to you. That's great. And now coming back again to the same point,
Mm-hmm.
slightly different, because in your project, you came from Pakistan and you moved to a different country.
Mm-hmm.
You got a global talent visa,
Yeah.
which is one of the exceptional visa in the UK to work, and it gives you a freedom to work independently as well.
Mm-hmm.
How was the experience and getting such a prestigious visa?
Like experience in UK? Or?
No, means for the viewers, I would like to ask, like, how do you value global talent?
Yeah, of course, like global talent visa gives you freedom. Like even like if you want to, like after this KTP, if I want to switch to any industry job, I can simply apply and switch. Otherwise, it is very hard nowadays, especially.
And it's challenging according
Yeah,
to
yeah.
you. Okay.
Yeah, so accordingly, like nowadays, like I have some colleagues who are applying, who have experience also. They are applying for industry job. They are getting the job also, but the problem is visa.
Okay.
If you don't have a sponsorship, because of course there are, even if it is a big company, they have limited sponsorship license. They can't give everyone the
License, of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
Okay. And what is the process like? Imagine you get the job and the company or the institution is happy to support you in applying for global talent. What is the process?
Yeah, so process is very simple. So you have to get a endorsement from UK, Innovate UK. Once you get the Innovate UK endorsement, then you can simply apply from the portal of Home Office to apply for a.
So the best thing is where you got the job, you need to get the endorsement letter from that organization, and they will support you in that.
Yeah.
And do you have to prove yourself why you are an exceptional talent, or?
Yeah, so there
why?
are multiple routes for the global talent visa. There is 5-year routes also, 3 years routes also, and it is not limited to AI or technical. There are like, for example, every field have their endorsement bodies.
Okay.
For our there is
Technician.
Innovate UK. So I got from Innovate UK.
Okay.
So the reason I got was because of this KTP, and this KTP was also supported by Innovate UK. So it was easy for me to get, because the project is already. I don't
Funded
have
by
to.
Innovate UK.
Yeah, I don't have to explain a lot
About.
because they already know. So I asked for the endorsement, and they gave the endorsement. But there are other routes also for technician. If you are very good at like programming and you have experience in programming, you can go for the technician route. There are also research-based endorsements also. For example, if you are a PhD student or a master student, even but you have a paper in CVPR in very good conferences or journals, then you can get some reference from your supervisor or somewhere, and then you can also apply for endorsement.
Okay.
So yeah, there are multiple routes for global talent visa.
Okay. And according to you, that's one of the best.
Yeah,
way to
because even you go for a skilled worker visa or any other visa, you are limited to that organization. But
and you are bounded with so many restrictions.
yeah, and also you can't do the startup or something like that. But in global talent visa, you have a freedom. You can do startup, you can do, and you can switch the job also. Yeah.
Great. And have you given ever a thought about starting a startup?
Yeah, I have given a thought. I want to start a startup, but I don't want to start a startup like for just like, I want to become a bit expert in like my field, then start a startup, and then maybe something.
Okay, great, good to know. Okay, so let's do a quick rapid fire round, and we have a few questions which you need to ask, which you need to answer very quickly. PhD or industry?
Industry.
Research paper or production code?
Production code.
Python or any other language?
Python.
Python, okay. CNN or Vision Transformers?
CNN.
Academia or startup?
Startup.
One skill that every AI student should learn?
So one skill is I give very much weight on like problem solving skill, or you can say engineering skill. So transferring a business problem or any problem to a software on the software is not like easy. So even you use any agent, AI, anything, you have to do that hard work by yourself. You have to understand how to break down this big problem in small chunks and solve those small chunks.
Okay. And one problem that every student should avoid.
One problem that in India and Pakistan, the masters and is very intense. Okay. In UK it is very light. Like I don't feel like it is that much intense than India and Pakistan. So students become very relaxed and they waste a lot of time. I think.
And they should gain, according to you, they should gain more skills.
Yeah, they should not waste the time and they should do something productive, I think.
Okay. One person who influenced you the most.
There are multiple person who influenced. First of all, I told you that in FAST I got that job in research lab from Dr. Atif Taher. Then Haris, Haris, yeah?
Yeah. Great. And where do you want to see yourself in 5 years?
I want to start a startup. I want to see myself as a
co-founder of a company or a founder of
yeah.
a company. Okay, great. So yeah, these are our questions, and thank you, Mohsin.
Thank you so much
for this conversation, and we wish you very good luck for your journey. Definitely, you are my PhD student, and you did well, and I want you to be a very successful person in your life and make your family and friends proud. So thank you, Mohsin.
Thank you so much
for coming to this podcast, and wish you good luck.
Thank you.